Synthetic division is one of my favorite topics in polynomials, and so today we're going to look at finding the zeros of a polynomial using synthetic division. Here we've got the polynomial f of x equals x to the fourth plus 3x to the third minus 7x squared minus 27x minus 18, and we're told that x equals 3 is a zero. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you don't mix up zeros with factors. Zeros are your x-intercepts. They're the numbers that if you plugged it into the polynomial, you would get 0 out, whereas factors are the individual x plus 2, x plus 4, whatever, that make up our polynomial when we factor it down. So we want to find factors and then use those factors to get the zeros. But here we're told that x equals 3 is a 0. So we're going to plug that into our synthetic division. And remember, we're taking the coefficients of each of our terms, and we're writing it out. So we'd have 1, 3, negative 7, negative 27, and negative 18. And with synthetic division, we bring that first coefficient down. So that goes on the bottom, and then we're always multiplying our number out front, our 0, with the number on the bottom, which goes to the second column. So 3 times 1 is 3. Then we add the columns. 3 plus 3 is 6. We multiply. 3 times 6 is 18. Negative 7 plus 18 is 11. 3 times 11 is 33. Negative 27 plus 33 is 6. And then 3 times 6 is 18. If we have a 0, remember our remainder should be 0. Now we take it from x to the fourth power down to x cubed. So this would be x cubed, 6x squared, 11x, 6 as our constant. Notice that all of these are positive, so we have to use synthetic division one more time to bring that down to x squared in order to factor or use quadratic formula. If we don't know what number to use, that's where the rational root theorem comes in, but that's a different topic. Since everything's positive, 1 is always an easy number to use, so I'm going to start with negative 1 since we need a negative. Bring that 1 down. Negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. 6 plus negative 1 is 5. Negative 1 times 5 is negative 5. 11 plus negative 5 is 6. Negative 1 times 6 is 0, or is negative 6, which gives us 0. So now, remember, we've taken it down 2 degrees, so this is going to be x squared, x, and our constant. So that leaves us with the second degree polynomial, or the quadratic. 0 equals 1x squared plus 5x plus 6. So now we can factor this, and we're looking to see what multiplies to give us 6, that adds to give us 5. That's going to be positive 2 and positive 3. Now we have our factors, which means we can set each of our factors equal to 0. And we can solve for x. Subtract 2. Subtract 3. So now we've got our given 0, and that's the one that everyone forgets. We have that one to start with. We've got the first one we found as negative 1, and now we've got these other 2 that we found through factoring. So our zeros would be negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, and positive 3. And if we looked at that in factored form, that would mean we have x minus 3. So remember, we're going to put that back into our factor. we've got x plus 1, we've got x plus 2, and we've got x plus 3. I hope that helps. Remember that when you're doing synthetic division, always bring down the leading coefficient. So that's the first step you want to do. Then you always want to add the columns. So those are probably the two biggest mistakes, not bringing down the first leading coefficient and subtracting the columns versus adding. So we're always adding down. So again, I hope that helped. Please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more videos.